EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
First down. Here's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. Here we go. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack. Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Uses the stiff arm. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now Chubb running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete, right around the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Here we go.
In motion left, the tight end.
11.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They go play action with Burrow. Looking deep for Adams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
11 MT, pace. 11 MT, pace.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. 2nd and 6. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's got some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 75 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. They run it again with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go with Chubb on second down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
11 empty. Here we go.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
12, 11, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back now here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
11 Tommy. 11 MT take. 11
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Locates Ertz going across the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought He had first-round ability, but when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Desmond King making the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the score. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Adams the man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.